Hey there, everybody. Bormac here for Avernum 2. There we go. When we left off was a little while ago, actually. And I just finished the spiders, which I should have done earlier, but I didn't. Also, Suresh is still covered in webs. And I'm gonna get jumped by bats. Your funeral, bats. Just kill it. Ta-da. Stupid things. So, I was informed of a few things. But I probably won't remember them all. Go away. Jeez. We're starting this again, are we? Hey, guards. At least they're not being jerks. So what I need to do now is go back to this area. No. Please move. While I remember where it is. Avernum Patrol being attacked by a band of When you get close to this crumbled hut, you hear combat. Approaching stealthily, you come across an Avernum Patrol being attacked by a band of Empire soldiers. They won't last long unless you help them. Oh dear. No, the captain! They might not last at all. Please stop killing yourselves, Empires or Avernum soldiers. Oh, they're dead. Maybe I still count as winning if I win the combat, which may or may not happen. Really? Now these stupid bats are going to... No, thank you. Chase me, but I managed to avoid them. But not the Nephils. Well, come on then. I just love it when the enemy gets like 6 turns in a row. I mean, he's not a pushover. He's got decent armor on. granted, most of his skill is towards priest spells, but he's got the armor, he's got the constitution. Darn it. I can only defend my guys, unfortunately. What a jerk. There we go. Pick up your razor disc. Ooh, steel arrows, steel spears. Some unidentified chainmail, that's probably iron chainmail. Take that. Only ash bows. Steel spears are actually worth more than iron swords. Poor chainmail is worth more than iron studded armor. It weighs so much more though. He's also not going to be able to carry much more. That pretty much tops him off. Nope, you're full. Where'd that sword go? There it is. Can you carry one suit of iron armor? No. Good job, guys. There's Suresh. Oh no, Henrietta is who I was waiting for. All these steel arrows. Well, I guess that's all we can carry. Everyone can carry 230 pounds? I don't think so. Didn't want to pick that up. Drop that. Yeah, 290, 110, 200. There you go. 10 free pounds means you can carry an extra bow to sell. Alright. I guess that's everything we can carry. Sorry, chainmail. Soldiers are profoundly grateful for your assistance. You help them bandage and revive their wounded as best you can, and they head off at top speed for Fort Duvno. My reputation increased. More assassins. May or may not be a good thing. Turn to Fort Avernum, the point at which everyone vanished to Avernum first arrived. The buildings seem abandoned, but the walls are starting to crumble. Investigate. Enter the fort and find that it has been officially closed down. The Empire stopped sending people to Avernum, so there is no reason to maintain an outpost here. There are, however, plenty of people here. The crumbling fort is currently being used to house refugees from Kotra, a ruined city to the west. You speak with the poor displaced souls for a time. Your fellow Avernites are tired, dispirited, and hungry. They are being helped somewhat by a small group of overburdened guards, but it's not enough. You look for a way to help them, but there isn't much to be done. Depressed at the grim situation, you depart. There really isn't much I can do. I'm an adventurer, not a caregiver. If I recall correctly, though, wasn't there a secret, like, right around here? Or was it further north? Or was this it? What is this? Cavern is a home for a small irritable lizard. When you get close, it scurries out hoping for some food. Oh crap. Basilisk. Saresh should have a crystal charm? Yes, he does. Ah, that should be useful. It's not, like, super durable, but search a basilisk slayer hoping for treasure. Today you are doomed to be disappointed. That's, pretty common. With my luck. Someone's got to start putting points into luck. That's all there is to it. Luck is not a dump stat anymore. And this is just a little cranny, I guess. Search that nook, search that cranny. Or you see a band of Nephilim, or Nepharim, or both, have burrowed a fort out of the living rock of a cave wall. A large band of guards keeps careful watch in the fort. Oh, you're hostile. Okay. Basilisk, I choose you. Can he actually use his gaze against the, Nepharim? Oh, he resisted. What a jerk. I hope that's not a theme. I thought that would be a good capture, but maybe not. Or maybe these guys are just unusually resistant to that for some reason. Shield ring. Iron javelins, bronze swords. We're still pretty overburdened. Nope. leave and find a place to sell stuff before I go exploring anywhere. That looks like a place I could sell stuff. Fort Duvno! And that looks like a tavern. There's the barracks. There's an old person. Or a wizard, it's hard to tell sometimes. You're clearly a cleric of some sort. There's a young, dark-skinned man sitting behind the table, chopping up herbs as fast as he can. He's obviously exhausted. You ask who he is. I am Usher the healer. Are you well? He looks you over for ailments. The only healer in Fort Duvno? Yes, the only healer for miles. I heal all who come to me. I have some time to help you if you need it. Though heavens knows everyone's been mad since the barriers came down. What happened after the barriers came down? Sultan Kotra was bad enough, but when the Vanatai barriers dropped, the war really started up again. The empire was more reinforced and we were more prepared, and the bodies have come non-stop. I need more supplies, but I do the best I can. What sort of supplies do you need? Herbs, clean gauze, grey mold salve, comfrey root. I do what I can, but I'm always running out of something vital. Why would you pay to heal damage when you could just take a nap? Rations and booze, fine goods, spider webs. Posing woman with graying hair and a severe expression is setting up shop. She looks highly displeased by your intrusion. I'm Faye. Now leave. What are you doing here? Setting up my shop and you are trespassing. It's okay, I'm going. I'm not gonna keep asking your questions. What a jerk. There's a jolly merchant sitting behind the counter. He has the look of one who's done much sampling of his own wares. Welcome, friends. I'm Rorik, brewer and cook of great renown. Okay, tell us about your wine. He laughs and jiggles. I was banished into Avernum because my wines were too good. I made them jealous. I'm sure you were. And I still make them. You can buy the best wines and rations here to take the edge off your journey. You were sent down here for making wine. Sighs leans close to you. Well, actually, it was as revenge for striking up a very close friendship with the magistrate's wife. But don't tell anyone. And with that, he laughs for a full minute. That seems more likely to be true. We've done a lot of journeying recently. Well, if you're brave or stupid enough to travel in these times, I'll do what I can to help. Dried meat. I'll take it. Dried meat is useful because it's very light. There's a fisherman, middle of a makeshift refugee camp filled with some of the men and women who successfully fled Kotra after it was destroyed. Living conditions are crude at best, but livable. The people are poorly fed, and the fires are weak, but they're getting by. As you look around, you are peppered with questions about what's going on out in the outside world. Some worried souls also ask you if you've seen their missing loved ones. You answer their questions as best you can and leave. Sigh. Hey, dude. You meet a short, stocky man with blonde hair and a broad smile. His mage's robes have tiny holes in them as if eaten away by dogs and specks of acid. He stands and shakes your hand. I'm Walner. Welcome to this place of learning. What sort of learning do you specialize in? Ways at the bookshelves at the north wall, collecting all the knowledge there is to be had in our subterranean abode. Enough to identify your items, for example, or to give instructions in alchemy. What sort of alchemy? Indicates the tiny holes in his robe with embarrassment. I do alchemy often, although my concoctions often spit back at me. Many of my recipes are quite useful. In particular, I know how to make 2 valuable potions which restore magical energy. Ooh. I'll take it.